If you hold your penis to its end and your nuts are sticking out, you can wrap something around it and tie it. With that being tied to something else, which is the knife. If it's a floater, what we call a floater, then it's not even steel, it's plastic. And you shove it straight between your legs. And then you clinch.
Prison Stories 101. Man, we got him back. I want to say this is the first time in the new year I've had you? Or did we do one right after New Year?
No, we did one right after New Year's.
Well, I just welcome back. We back at it again. I have to start off by just first and foremost, we always talk about the previous ones that you've done and getting the reception, man. How has the reception been for you and Percy?
Man, it's all love, man. It's all love. We chopped it up on the phone. We actually got some things that's supposed to come down the tailpipe. We'll see how that goes and stuff. But right now, I got a couple of legal issues going on and stuff. Everybody know I'm in a nasty divorce right now, so I'm trying to watch my step. You don't want to do too much and give nobody something they don't deserve. You heard me?
Well, I got to speak on it because in that day room conversation with you and Percy, Percy was feeling like, man, Gizzle won't let me get a word out. That's what he felt. That's what he live. You watch it. Y'all go watch the day room with OG Percy versus Ice Gizzle. He like, Gizzle won't let me get a word out. And then as the comments go on, and they like, damn, Percy, we can't get a word from Gizzle. What did you feel about the overall the dynamic of y'all's conversations?
I mean, it was cool with me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when two people are speaking the same language, you know what I'm saying? It's going to happen. We're going to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Especially when that person is saying exactly what you want to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all love. I ain't doing no tripping. He ain't tripping either. He called me. We laughed about it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to OG Percy.
Nah, for real, you did a couple of other day rooms. I think you did one. You sat down with Dewberry. You sat down the first one that we've with T. What's the name that you brought in?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else that you would like to maybe bump heads with that you've seen on the channel or the platform?
Man, I'm open for anybody, man. It's all love for me.
Okay.
It's all love for me.
There you go.
As long as you represent the real and stuff, we can let the tea spill. You heard me?
Do you rather talk to someone that's done state time or someone that has done fed time?
I mean, either one, because I've done a substantial amount of state time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just all of that versus the fed time was just like so different. That one time in the feds, nothing to ever compare to that.
As an education process, if you were to sit with someone that did a unit that you haven't been to, I know you probably heard of units. Is there someone?
Yeah, it's plenty.
Yeah, is there a unit that you would love to sit down and talk to someone and see how their situation was? Like maybe that you just heard about that unit or something?
Yeah. Because a lot of them was rocking, and then a lot of them was just, it was cool. And I'll be like, how Sway? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I always want to see, TDC. I always hear like the stories about TDC, just the Texas criminal justice system, during this Texas time, but also the California time. It seemed like, San Quentin,
their time is totally different.
Yeah, it's totally different. I be wanting to see because growing up, all I heard about was how horrible the California system was, and being in Texas, now I'm hearing about this Texas situation. But I always heard California was one of the it's always the worst, especially during the 90s.
Yeah.
The Mexican gangs, the Blood and Crips. That was really like when we watch those old movies.
And it's still kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? The ways they adopted back then still apply today. They just water it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's still hella different compared to Texas and Louisiana time.
Yeah. When someone says they went up to Nebraska, so just one of them, do you feel like, man, you ain't really did no hard time because you weren't in that Texas time? Someone said they was in Kansas, Arkansas, or something.
It depends on what went on on those units. that I would tell them that you ain't really do no time. You know what I'm saying? Because although you ain't got to deal with all the gangs and all the craziness down here, when you go up north, you got to deal with the white folks.
Yeah.
And they the majority. Versus being down here, we're the majority.
That's real. New York. You ever bumped heads with a guy from that did some time on the East Coast?
Yeah, plenty. Plenty. Because as you go through the federal system, if you do anything, put in some work, stab somebody, do anything, or you on a witness, whatever it is, they ship you. And ain't no telling where you end up on the monopoly board. So if you end up down here, you know what I'm saying? When you come to these different units and stuff like that, farms and stuff, you're going to have a New York call, you're going to have a Dominican call, you're going to have different white cars, you're going to have different black cars, and then all the gangs. You know what I'm saying? So choose, lose, or be confused.
Damn. Shit.
And then there's religion on top of all of that.
No, that's facts. That's facts. If hypothetically, let's say I'm in prison, knock on all kind of woods. Do I get to choose my car?
No, the car has to choose you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You can, if they leave that decision up to you, then you good. But most of the time and stuff, they're gonna be like, where you from?
Okay, starts with where you from.
It starts from where you from versus where you just came from. Where you from and where you just came from and caught your case is two different things.
Okay.
And then it's, well, who you running with? And are you active? Are you an active gang member? You know what I'm saying? Or you're in an organization. You know what I'm saying? Because if you up north and all that type of stuff, they don't say gang. We ain't no gang. You know what I'm saying? You got Bloods and Crips in New York and different parts on the East Coast and stuff like that. But for the most part, they are organized. GDs, and BDs, and, P-Stones and all this type of stuff. Latin, Latin disciples. You got all kind of stuff. You even got white folks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He said just white folks over there.
Yeah.
Let's say if I wasn't part of no gang, and I come in and I'm like, I gotta get with a gang. Let's say I have no affiliation, but why when I step into this world, I want to get with the gang. You
don't have to get in the gang when you walk in the door, but you will have to pick a side for us statewide. So if you from Louisiana and you come up in there, they're gonna send you over to them. But then you say, I call my case though in Texas. I've been out here a while. I've been out here about 10, 15 years. They're gonna be like, all right, well, who you running with?
No facts.
And then they're gonna say, well, go over here.
That's facts.
Then once you get there, then hey, you gang related? I'm this and that. Well, you're gonna have to run with us. We your people. We your folks over here.
Oh, man.
So you either run with them or you don't. And if you don't and they throw you to the wolves, you by yourself. And you don't want that action.
No, facts.
Because every car in there gonna prey on you. They're gonna prey on you. You automatically, by denouncing to be with your hometown or the town you caught your case in, you become the prey. And every wolf from every car is gonna be gunning for you the moment you say that.
Yeah. All right, let's do it like this, man. Today is MLK Day. We are Martin Luther King birthday, celebration. So I want to kind of have a conversation about, just of course, the segregation or racial divide in prison. You did state and fed, and of course I want to ask in regards to the holiday. Do you feel like we've come a long way based on your time when you first got in to the last time you got out as far as the racial divide? When it comes to COs to inmates and even inmates to inmates, have it gotten better? Like it ain't just on some I hate you, you hate me.
Man, COs is going to be COs. It just depends on what they made of. If you're a fuck boy in a costume, that's what it is. You're going to be who you are. even behind a badge. You're gonna be who you are. If you're a good person and stuff, good loving individual and respectfully respect people and stuff like that, then you're not gonna have a problem no time you ever go to work. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I say it to say I hear stories because, mind you, most what people don't know is, county jails are, a jail's gonna be in the city. You're gonna go to jail, you're gonna be in the city in the part of heart of downtown, somewhere off of Main Street or something.
Right.
When you go to prison, you're in the middle of nowhere. You're in a country town that you ain't never been to, you won't never drive through. Yeah. No one even knows this prison probably exists except for the inmates and the COs. And sometimes those towns have, what people kind of forget is that the people that work there live in these towns. No one's driving hours.
Not all of them live there, because some people drive from far away for these jobs.
Really?
Yeah, they do.
That must be a high level job or something. Because
it's like this. They have, case in point. When I was in Pollock in Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
There is complexes made outside Oakdale, Louisiana, where they go stay at for the week or the weekend, whatever their shift is. When their shift is done, they pack their stuff up and they go home until it's time for them to come back to work.
Yeah. So they will actually be able to stay and then...
Yeah. Most of the people that stay in those very towns and stuff, their whole family work in the system.
Oh, damn. So I guess the question is, if you come into a racist town, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, some areas of Texas, do you feel that? Do the inmates feel that when they're in prison as far as you can
feel it?
Because mind you, the CEOs normally stick together.
Yeah.
So if you got one bigotry type CEO and they like, well, I don't agree with them, but
not owning and stuff, they're gonna turn their back and act like they didn't see nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't want their smoke when they get off the clock.
Yeah.
I gotta live here, or I gotta live in this facility until I go back home.
Have you ever been called boy?
Yeah. A few times.
By a white man?
A few times. Cause see, you have them to play them games with you to buck you up, to make you want to take a swing at them. Do something crazy and stuff so they can pull you out and put you in one of them holes and stuff and then forget about you and then come back periodically and beat the shit out you.
He said periodically. Damn. Let the wounds heal.
Yeah, let the wounds heal.
Shit. Can you report a racist act in prison?
Yeah. There's all kind of grievances you can file with the system. But at the same time, it's not what you file, it's how you get it out there. Because a lot of times you got to go through these same CEOs to get your point across and get it out that door. So unless you got somebody on the outside that's riding for you, and they can say, well, blase this, and now I'm gonna go get a lawyer, or I'm gonna go have somebody come down here, or I'm gonna have John Wiley Price or somebody come make a phone call, or come down there and march and see what's going on, or do a wellness check, you dead.
Damn.
This is their world.
So you have to go around there, like, because that's a movie shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you don't go through the right channels, it ain't gonna get too far.
Though. It's real though, because you got channels to go through. You drop I-60 in the box. Boom, 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 boom. I want to write a complaint. No. Okay, fill out a grievance. You fill out a grievance. Then it goes to this department. This department checks the grievance, and they go get all the parties involved, and they're going to let them know about it. So now they up on, you done wrote me up. So you think you finna have a decent time from the moment that you wrote them up and they found out about it? Hell no. All of a sudden, this shit, your cell finna get trashed. You might get something planted on you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or they might have some inmates that they cool with, or they ain't even gotta be cool with. Hey, let me drop a couple of bundles of cigarettes on you and shit, make life a little easier on you. What's in it for me? I don't fuck with you. You see that boy over there? I need something done to him. Don't tell me what you're gonna do. I don't need to know. Just make something happen. He needs to learn a lesson. And there you go. Now you got problems on your hand and you don't even know how. Now you in here trying to take a shower. Now you surrounded by niggas with picks and shit. And you like, what the fuck?
Damn. Yeah, it's crazy because, just to go teach someone a lesson, is it such thing as someone going overkill? Like, I didn't say kill him. Like, have you ever seen that where like...
Yeah, it happens sometimes because it's never going to go your way. It's never going to go your way. You might have all the means in the world to scare me. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm not scared, when I got my homies with me, I got somebody backing me up, then what you gonna do? Because if you make a move, we all making a move. That's what I mean by the cars. And it was the same thing I told old boy and stuff. These gangs, these cars and all this stuff was built on helping each other, built on the savior of the community. So if this is my little community back here, when one fall, we all fall. It's domino effect. You're not finna pull one of us and think, oh, you finna dance with this wolf right here and shit, and y'all gonna surround him and gut him because it ain't had nothing to do with them. No, when he play, we play. Unless it's been decided by the label heads, by the car heads and shit that you gotta go, or he gotta go. Or y'all need to go on one-on-one and get that shit out of before it become a worse war.
Come on. Words to live by. Words to live by. Now back to it. Have anyone or a CEO, they ever call you a nigger?
Nah.
Okay, it ain't got that egregious.
Nah. Not me per se, but I know it's been done to other individuals before.
Okay.
Quote unquote, they said this, that, and they snapped and, and all this here.
Yeah, I can see if someone is trying to plant a seed of like, yeah, I want you to do something. Someone might not even be like racist. They be like, I just want to see if he does something. Like, I'm gonna see if I can get this off. But from what I'm getting, that's far and few in between.
See, you have some CEOs that come there with hatred already in their heart. Yeah. And it's the reason why they took their job. You know how niggas used to say, yeah, you got that badge on and shit because when you was younger, you couldn't get no pussy. They used to take your lunch plate from you. They used to beat you up in the neighborhood. They used to clown you. Now you got that badge on and shit. Now it's a get back move from everybody you encounter. It's the same thing in there. You have certain individuals, most of them come to do their job. Most of them really care. And then you have them certain little, what you call it, good old boy committee. Yeah. They click up and shit, and they gonna fuck some shit up.
Yeah. I hear you.
Cause to you, you ain't nothing but trash. You ain't shit. You already you've already been reduced from your name to a number. How low can you go?
Come on. Going to lunch, chow. Mm-hmm. That's, is it and I know every unit is different. Is it a situation where lunch is served or is served to you, or is it where from the units you were in, is it the line, get your plate, go sit in the cafeteria? Is it they bring the lunch trays, everybody gets, go find a spot, sit down in the day room?
No, it's never like that. There's always gonna be a line. You get your own food.
All right.
Get your own food. You sit down, and most of them will give you like 3 minutes to eat. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how much is piled up on their plate, you got 3 minutes to eat it. Because the CEO finna walk up to the table and say, time up.
Time up.
And if you still eating by the time they turn around, they lie to take your shit and throw it on the floor. I told you time up. Get up and go.
That old cliche from life, you gonna eat your cornbread. Is that a real thing? Someone just saying, I want your Salisbury steak, especially on on chicken day, or I know y'all have certain days. Like, I want that. Is that a real thing?
Kinda, yeah. That's kind of.
So what happens? Like you either gonna die about it or like
nah. Ain't nobody really charging you up over no shit like that unless they just know you a hoe. You know what I'm saying? But most time you have a nigga before time because you got the same menu. There's a federal menu. You can go online and see it. Oh, okay. You know what everybody eats.
You're right. Yeah, you can see what. They used to pull up Diddy's his meals and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? So boom, once you see that, you already know Friday is going to be fried chicken, possibly macaroni, or substituted with mashed potatoes, a cake, you know what I'm saying, some carrots or some corn, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a full-on meal. Niggas diving into that. But everybody will eat chicken, or it's a hustle. Say, look out. Let me get a cigarette or two. You know what I'm saying? I got you on that chicken tray Friday. Or let me do this. I know I owe you. You know what I'm saying? You have my chicken tray for the next month. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. That's a come up. Or you got the dude that work in the kitchen. He's stealing chicken. They frying a whole batch of chicken, shoving it down his clothes and a loaf of bread and shit. And he praying he make it down that bowling alley. He make it up in the, he finna ball out. He finna sell all that chicken.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn. What is the best job to have in prison, in your opinion?
Other than being a warden's boy?
You're right. And for those that don't know, because we laughing about it, what is a warden's boy?
A warden's boy is one who pretty much does all the cleaning up, does anything for the warden. Is the only trusted by the warden.
Yes.
He goes to his house, he hangs out with him, he cleans up, he ain't no telling what he do. It's like being
so the warden would have an inmate do this versus a free world person saying, I need an assistant.
Shit, that's gonna cost money. Why do that when you got free slavery right here?
Hey, come on.
And then, you ain't got to worry about a person pretty much turning on you, because if he get that position, he gonna protect it with his life.
Oh yeah, that's the best position. Yeah, I could do this time as the warden's side.
Ain't no telling what kind of favors you get.
My God, today.
You know what I'm saying?
For real. Did you ever, on any units, did you ever know anybody that was a warden boy? Not know him, but like,
everybody gonna know who it is, because you're gonna be warned and stuff to stay away from him or don't play with him.
How does that person move throughout? Does he move like chin up, like his head up to the sky? Like, y'all niggas believe me.
He's like the president of the United States.
Oh, shit.
That's how he moves.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
Damn. Is that considered snitching? A person who's a warden's boy? Like, y'all automatically think he's a rat?
I personally think so, but that's my opinion. Yeah. Because I'm not there with him 24/7 to see what goes on with that comment. I mean, what are you really gonna talk about? Fishing? You the warden's boy. You're cleaning up my house. You're doing this for me. You're doing that for me. You're cutting the grass. You're doing all this stuff. I'll tell you, go fetch this, and that. Oh, come here. Hey, you ever went fishing before? This, and that, and the third. We're not gonna get cool like that. Because 9 times out of 10, you already know my background. You know my pedigree. You know what I'm in here for. You studied me before you even accepted me. So you know what you're dealing with. Mm. So all you can want to know is who doing what.
All right, drop some dimes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like a teacher's pet. Yeah, I use you for conversation, but that conversation gonna turn into like, what's so-and-so doing?
And I won't say that's all the time. You know what I'm saying? But every once in a while, something pop off, this, and that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to you. You're on the units with these cats. What's going on? Talk to me. Mm. Or what do you think? How do you think I should handle this?
Damn, to put that.
A lot of times we'll go on lockdown and don't even know this came from the warden's board.
To put that kind of power in. He said, I think you should go and shut it down. Go and shut it down, boss. Go and shut it down, boss man.
I done seen a warden boy get on a tractor and leave the prison.
Oh, damn.
And come back. I don't know where the hell he went.
McDonald's?
But come back. And I'm like, that couldn't have been me. I'd have had a crop duster somewhere down the way.
Yeah, man, listen.
Jumped on that thing. Pew!
Well, extradite me somewhere. For real.
But they know when they picking these dudes, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
I'm curious, man. You from Louisiana, man. Those guys who escaped, and I think we talked about it before, but I'm going to get it again from you. Mm-hmm. Those guys who escaped, one dude was gone for a while until his chick turned on him due to an argument. If you was to escape, prison.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you go? How would you move?
I would go anywhere but this freaking place. That's what people mess up. You known to get caught at some point because you gotta, like a turtle, your head got to come out at one point in time for some air. And somebody gonna see you and ooh, you know what I'm saying? And if you can't cover what they asking for to keep their mouth closed and stuff, you might well kill them.
Goddamn.
You might well kill them because they're gonna tell on you.
Would you try to get to the border?
The border? Man, I'm trying to get to Brazil. I'm trying to get anywhere where there ain't no expedition at.
Yeah, man, for real.
And from there, I'm trying to go to Hong Kong, China, anywhere.
For real. I'm gonna be the big black nigga in China.
See me like this.
For real, amongst the monks.
Man, shit.
Hey, man, now for real. You were about to speak on the best job to have outside of Water's Boy. Would you say would you say chef? Because
Nah, I mean, like, it's different jobs, bro, and it's not. How can I?
One with the best perks.
That's what I'm getting at. When you get locked in on a job, working for these people, it doesn't really matter what the job is. If you're locked in and you cool with that CO or the lieutenant or the corporal or whoever, that's the best job to have because then you get to talk. You get the perks. You know what I'm saying? Just like I worked in ODR, which is the officer's dining room at one point. Didn't last long because I got caught stealing. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff out of there and stuff. There was a lick I had to do it.
Yeah, you know, some liquor?
No, it was a lick.
Oh, it was a lick. What was the lick?
The lick was like 3-4 cases full of pork chops.
Ooh.
That might not sound like a lick to you, but
yeah, no. So again, that's I don't want to downplay the lick.
Yeah,
because God, he said some cases of pork chops for you. That like he said, I had to do it.
Yeah,
I had to do it
because you got to understand there's certain things that they don't get in the child hall.
Yeah,
but the officers' dining room, we feed them differently because these are COs.
Yeah.
So anything of exoticy that come through that bitch that we not feeding them, I can charge what the hell I want to charge for it, even if it's just one piece.
Goddamn.
So this is how you ball.
Come on.
All I got to do is have somebody in cahoots with me, the person working on the trash, the person working over here. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Take all the trash out. Boom. Put this in the bottom. Boom. Put the trash back over and so take out this trash. 30 minutes later, hey man, it's trash full, man. Come change this trash. He pull it out, next thing you know, bam, boom. Run it down the unit and stuff, boom. It's waiting on me when I get there. And when I distribute it and shit, I'm just gonna sit back like this. Man, let me get this. You heard me?
God damn. That's some real shit. That's some real shit.
But you can work in the library, you can work man, it can be a dumb job that don't even pay shit. Like SSI, just sweeping the damn floor or something. But if you locked in with one of them COs or a couple of them, because it's good really to be cool with all of them that come on shift.
Yeah.
You have some dudes and shit be pushing their broom, just kicking in and shit. Hey man, woo, they shooting shit, talking about the game and all this shit. And next thing you know, they got a cupcake sitting up there, or their purse sitting up there, and this and that, got a little something in it and shit. Be like, man, how let me, man? I sure ain't had this for so long, man. Woo. They might feel sorry for you and give it to you.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn.
Now you done established the bond, because now it's like, next time I ask you something, you can't deny me. You done it before. They always say, don't start nothing you can't finish.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. Damn.
So now I'm in your pocket. So now, not only am I in your pocket, I got dirt on you.
Mm-hmm.
So if I ask you to do something differently, you're going to have to play along with it. If you don't, well,
That's a situation.
You don't even know if I ate that cupcake. I might still have a wrap of it with your fingerprints on it and shit, and that bitch sitting in a piece of toilet paper in a get well card and shit sitting in my locker. You don't know.
Goddamn.
Blackmail. It works.
Hey, I want to speak to you, man, because there was a story in which we were speaking off camera that I have to get on camera where there was a situation where life was lost, man, and it was I don't want to say it's a case of mistaken identity, or I don't know if you pulled a Houdini, but if you don't mind, I have to have you speak on the story because this is the way it goes in there, and I want you to kind of elaborate if you don't mind. You were saying that somebody either somebody lost their life or somebody did lose their life. A case of mistaken identity.
So who tells you about that?
I had a story. I just heard a story.
All right, since nigga want to speak on old shit,
Please.
this is what happened, right?
That's right.
If this the same story we talking about.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm on Coleman, right? I got shipped for doing what I had to do. The homies asked me to help run somebody up. I got caught with the banger. I got shipped. Cool. Right before that, not before that, right during the situation of us running this dude up, I took something from him and I kept it. He was a Zoe. I don't know if you know what that is.
No. If you got to explain it, please.
He's how do I do it? One of them dudes from Florida and stuff. Their nationality is they call themselves Zoe Pounds and all that old type of stuff. But anyway,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I get shipped. Boom. Then I'm sending me to Florida of all places, bro. So I didn't think this was gonna really follow me as long as I kept my mouth closed, because now I'm in their neck of the woods and they the majority. Yeah. So a few months in, I get cool with this other little dude and stuff who cool with my celly. And a lot of times he be like, say, can we swap? During count time and shit, you go to my bunk, I'm gonna go to your bunk, you know what I'm saying? And me and my homie gonna ride because this my nigga from the world, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool, I ain't tripping. So we do this shit quite often. Well, apparently these O's found out and shit what I did and was told when they see me to do something to me. So this particular day, because I don't know they're coming, I done swapped with the homie and shit, and I'm in a whole nother cell. I'm in his cell. So he in the bunk, count time passed, and I guess he fall asleep from whatever they're in there talking and shit, right? They run up in there 3 deep and shit, and they gut him up, and they kill a dude. But they thought it was me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's fucked up.
It gets serious.
Yeah. So I can understand some people still upset about that. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my intention because I didn't even know niggas was coming from me. So once I did find out and shit that this is what happened, I got rolled up for being out of place. You know what I'm saying? But this dude lost his life.
Damn.
So now some other people feeling some type of way and shit. And let's just say I ended up in a hole and I got ran up.
I have to ask because, shit like that just makes, again, these stories remind me of why we should not go to prison.
Yeah.
From all the time you did, all these situations, do you have a worse day in prison?
I mean, I have plenty worse days in prison, but my worst day, I mean, losing the life of a child or a mother, daughter, you know what I'm saying?
Outside?
Stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the worst day in prison.
Oh,
all this other stuff.
The hopelessness or the helplessness that, being inside and not being able to, like, what is that like?
Because a lot of times you feel like, had I been there, they probably wouldn't have passed, or nobody wouldn't have done nothing to them, or they wouldn't have lost their life. You know what I'm saying?
It plays on your mental.
Yeah, it plays on your mental.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you feel like after all that, you ain't got nothing else to live for. And then you start wilding out.
Yeah, it was, I believe it was another person I had here who lost his mother, and they said, everyone had to, like, he had to go on lockdown.
Yeah.
Because they knew,
they're going to make you do that. They're going to give you a week to 2 weeks, depending on how you look to them, and put you in the hole for your safety.
Yeah.
And other people's safety, because you could snap at any time.
Yeah. What do they call it when they allow you to go see your loved one get buried? Is there a name for it? I forget the name.
It's furlough.
Yeah, furlough.
Yeah, furlough.
What are your thoughts on the furlough process? And should it be expanded to, outside of just, your mother,
Well, unless you in New York and spots up east, furloughs don't really even exist no more.
I don't hear about it as much.
You don't, because they've cut it out. You have to have a special condition to leave.
Is it because of escape attempts, you feel, or like what?
That, and then
they just said, fuck it.
What I understand, they say, oh, this shit costs. To take 2 of my officers to go take you and drive you here and drive you back, no matter what state and all this here you going to, like, we got to pay for that. And they don't want to pay for that.
Do you feel like they should allow it if the inmate could pay for it himself? Like, hey, your family has to pay for the guards that's going to watch you, for the travel arrangements. If
Some offer that, but then it depends on the person too. Because if they don't like you, they gonna come up with every excuse in the world and say no.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Goddamn.
We don't have it. We don't trust that.
Goddamn.
Then there's some that go out and do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Then there's situations and stuff to where you got father and son locked up, you know what I'm saying? And they in two different forms and stuff. And you can put in, you know what I'm saying, for that furlough to go spend the week with him, but be in the prison with him.
Mm.
And after that, you go back where you came from.
That's some real shit. That's some real shit. Now, I want to take this time to revisit one of the conversations that kind of kicked off this whole channel and kicked off your whole, the situation. And it goes back to this shower room shit, man. Another person came on the channel and said a nigga had a knife tied to his nuts. And the person said it's hard to, I'm not trying to picture it, but it's hard to, you can't really tie no knife to your nuts like that. I don't know. So
you can.
He said, but you can't hide it. Is I guess what I mean. Is the knife is going to be dangling.
If you tie it, damn.
God damn. Explain tying a knife to a man's nuts.
If you hold your penis to its end and your nuts are sticking out, you can wrap something around it and tie it. With that being tied to something else, which is the knife. If it's a floater, what we call a floater, then it's not even steel, it's plastic. And you shove it straight between your legs. And then you clench. So you're walking like this.
I'm about to say, you got to walk like that.
Yeah, you have to walk like that.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's possible. People do it all the time.
Do guards, do COs?
Unless you got small ass nuts.
You can't hide too much.
Can't hide too much.
Do guard COs walk you to the showers? Like, do they like
only on lockdown?
Okay. Outside of lockdown,
outside of lockdown, you go to shower by yourself anytime you want to. But the security that you take with you to the shower, when I say that, is your homies.
Oh, okay.
You take 2 or 3 of them with you at all times.
Okay.
You don't want to get caught in the shower by yourself. And I'm not speaking because I read the comments where people talking about they don't happen everywhere, and it doesn't. But when you're in the USP, United States Penitentiary, smooth program, or any place like that, you know what I'm saying, Florence, somewhere where death is plentiful, you want to walk with protection. The guards ain't gonna get it to you.
Yeah.
Your homies gotta be your guards. So y'all take turns taking the shower and they stand outside the shower like this.
Yeah.
Until you're done. And when you done, they even go in there and do their thing, or everybody go back to doing what they was doing.
Yeah, it's more like, hey, yo, I'm about to hit the showers, y'all. Who riding with me? Like, it's just understood, like, hey.
You just walk up to one of the homes and be like, hey, Jay, hey, man, come catch a shower. I'm about to take a shower right quick. You in, you know.
Yeah.
Some might be busy doing something else. No, nigga, go take what you call it with you. You know what I'm saying?
Is a shower normally in the USP where you could catch someone lacking? Is that where, like, if someone's trying to get someone, they gonna wait for that shower time?
It's one of the best places to catch somebody. You butt naked and you in your thoughts somewhere else.
Yeah.
And I run in on the shower with you 2-3 deep and stuff, like they gonna get to you raw. And you got nothing but shower shoes on. And some dudes don't even wear that. So you barebacked on the floor and you slip in the water.
Nah, for real.
So it's hard to dance and stuff when you know what I'm saying?
And you just made a point too. Normally you're on your pivot mentally when you're in prison. And it's rarely, I'm assuming, you let your guard down. But I could see, like you said, a shower is where you might, for the moment, be most likely to let your guard down. Like, all right, bet I'm.
Yeah, because see, your cells and stuff, 9 times out of 10, everybody know that these 3 cells right here at the bottom, 217, 218, 219, these are Texas cells.
Yeah.
You feel me? So the homies got a table. This is a Texas table. It's gonna be right there.
Yeah.
So when you come out, everybody's watching. So it's hard for the enemy op to sit up there, run over there and run in your cell 2 or 3 deep without us seeing it.
Yeah.
That's a dead giveaway. But if you go into the shower, or you leaving going to the library, or you going to child, you going anywhere else outside this facility, going lift weights or whatever, you going by yourself, then they're gonna be like, there you go, let's go. So if you by yourself, just hope you can dance.
Better be able to ballet. God damn. I had asked this question before. You know, you've been in state infed, you've been in a lot of different units. And I wanted to really ask you before I ask the others, but you know, did you ever hear any noises or have any feelings of a cold breeze? You know, just something's going on to you where you feel like there's some paranormal activity going on in this place. Maybe some souls of the dead is still moving around this spot.
No.
Okay.
But there are people that do a lot of witchcraft and study a lot of stuff that put bad low out in the air, I feel. You know what I'm saying? By them speaking on this and in themselves praying about this or conjuring up stuff, I do feel like that does go on. You know, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Before it's just stuff just... Nah, I ain't never felt it. I can't speak on the next man.
Yeah. In a scary movie type situation. I always hear about, people watch ghost hunters and stuff. They love to find a abandoned prison. Like, oh, this is where all the shit was happening.
I don't put nothing past it.
No, definitely. Is there any consequences for putting out bad low on somebody? Like,
yeah, it is.
Like,
you put bad low out on somebody and they find out. A person always got the right to face his accuser.
Yes.
They always got the right to face their accuser.
Yeah.
And before it get ugly, they gonna give you the opportunity to knife up and go in that cell with that person, or even if it's just not, if you don't want to knife up. Cause some nigga be like, nah, man, my hands are good. Or I don't want to kill him, I just want to break his jaw. Sure. Well, you got that opportunity. Whatever y'all want to do, y'all go in that cell. We're gonna keep 4 homies right here on our side, 4 on this side, in case it get ugly. It get out of hand, you already know we finna tear the club up.
It's interesting because putting out some real low, putting out somebody's a snitch or whatever jacket that's on them, it seemed like everyone will do what they got to do to address that situation.
Yeah,
but to put out bad low to be, you didn't get it right or it's messed up, it seems like only the person who has to deal with that is just the accused.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how come everybody ain't having the same
Oh, we'll come tell you like, yo, oh boy, putting bad low out about you saying such. You need to go fix that. Mm. Like if it's not true, you need to fix that. Because if we find out it is, then your head is on the chopping block.
So he has to be the one to fix it.
It
can't be no one else for him.
No, he got to do that on his own. That's what being a man is all about.
Yeah.
We got your back. We ain't gonna let nobody fuck over you.
Yeah.
But if we find out it's true, I can't give you nothing on my back, homie.
That's right. I interviewed a guy who did time up in New York, East Coast, New Jersey, and he did Fed time. And he said, I asked him how many people are knifed up in the Feds up there. He said about 95%.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you have to be.
But when he said that, because that means only a few 5% ain't. That means, and you got to break this down for me. That means the COs are moving around knowing that everyone's knifed up.
They know.
So it was like,
there's metal detectors in every dorm. Like when you walking out of the dorm or you coming up the stairs, coming into the dorm, there's a metal detector right there. Mm. This is the reason why we started making floaters and stuff to carry around and stuff, because too many people get caught going into the metal detector and beep, 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 beep. And there they go. Come here, my man. What you got?
So how come COs just don't every day toss the cells? Like, all right, we're gonna find some random toss. Cell through, just let's randomly check.
For one, you got a lot of COs that's team players. For two, who wants to do that all day? They just want to do that 8 and skate.
Yeah.
Because tossing cells every day ain't gonna do nothing but make you a target. Why you come fucking with my shit? Whether I got something or not, don't come fucking with my shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and three, you know what I'm saying? The politics of the yard applies to the COs too.
Yeah.
Those who are willing to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we let them know, because half the time when somebody finna get their issue and the dance floor get open, they know before anybody know, because we finna shoot them a kite. Oh, man, around 3:00, I suggest y'all find something to do, man. This dude did this, he did that and shit, and he gotta get off this yard.
Yeah.
Y'all not gonna come get him and let something happen to him, so that's what we gonna do. We're gonna walk him down.
Come on. Yeah, I watched a video. It was a riot. I'll show it to you after that. I might play it. Well, I ain't gonna play it, but it was a video to where everybody was, out in the field, doing, activities, whatever. Riot kicks off. Boom. Security starts shooting tear gas everywhere. Mm-hmm. Some dudes, of course, laying down. There's dudes who were laying down, got up, start in front of the guards, just working. Like 3 dudes got up, boom, stab. I'm like, the guards did nothing. They just, I'm assuming they're yelling, but they're not doing nothing. They might be shooting more tear gas, but they're not.
They gonna mind their business.
It's right? Like they can't attack with deadly. Like they have to get like some type of. Do they got to get approval to use deadly force? Because I'm like, they just shooting tear gas.
They don't need the approval. If they want to come up in there and rectify the situation at will, they can do that. The problem is, you got to see me tomorrow. You got to see me the next day. I got way more homies than it is on your shift. Your entire shift might consist of what? Maybe 40 motherfucking laws and shit and all, including the lieutenants and whoever in the office with them. When it pop off and shit, I got more homies than that by myself. So you think about it, if it's on every wing, set off at one time, because that's how we'll do it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
We'll pass the kite real quick. Kite go to flying and shit, and everybody ready. 315, knife up. Take them out. You can't hit A, B, C, and D yard at the same time.
Yeah.
You got to pick where y'all going. It's popping out all air. Pop, pop. So you got a few coming here, few coming here, trying to contain it. If it get too out of hand, the National Guard coming, they're going to call them. Or the local authorities.
Yeah. But the National Guards...
Do you know how many people going to lose their life by the time them people get there?
Right. And like, no, you made it make sense. The National Guard go home. This ain't their job. This is your job. So you got to come back here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you trying to play hero to save this situation that you said you should mind your business.
Yeah. Mind your business.
You trying to play hero, you got to come to this job tomorrow unless you're trying to quit.
Yeah. And you don't want us to bake your cake because you'll never know what flavor and where it's coming from.
Yeah. That's some real shit. That was wild to see though. I ain't gonna lie, that was wild to see. I was like, damn, like guards weren't even trying to stop. They continue to stab this inmate.
Only the asshole guards and shit that's not scary, should I say, will intervene and, oh, motherfucker. No, they gonna let y'all do y'all thing and shit. And after that, you know what I'm saying? When the big boys come walking up in there, the Ninja Turtles and all that, they gonna do this. Then they gonna start tying people up and getting them up out of there.
Damn.
I done my job.
Yeah. Shit.
There's a sign, each unit that you go to, there's a sign above that says, no hostages beyond this point. You know what that means?
I mean, we ain't taking it.
If we set it off in this bitch and you come up in here playing hero and we get a hold of your bitch ass and we try to get down those, they gonna kill you before they kill one of us.
That's
just
real.
To let you know.
That's real.
So if you don't want to get caught in that position, mind your business. You only doing 8 hours or 12 hours here a day. We gotta live here, homie. So y'all ain't running nothing but y'all mouth.
Yeah, the same guy was talking about 95% people knifed up. He was saying like, he said the lights cut off, you hear people sharpening the knives.
Yeah.
Like you see it in the grate. Yeah, you see the grates and cutting the concrete. And
you hear that in your sleep. Yeah, and you get used to it. It's just like gunshots in the neighborhood. You learn to sleep through all that. But when you wake up, you just making sure ain't nobody sharpening it to the point where it's for you. I don't even flinch at that noise no more because I'm used to it.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
But now I flinch at gunshots and shit because I ain't heard them in so long.
Yeah. I'm curious, Gizzle, what would you have done differently to avoid prison time? Meaning the moment of you getting caught,
I would have listened to my girl when she told me, you don't need that gun, leave it here. See, that's where it starts.
She warned you.
She warned me. And warning come before destruction. Every time I got caught up, I was warned. And I did what I wanted to do, walked out of the door and then come back home to 5, 6, 7 years later.
Okay.
There's always a warning before destruction. Can't nobody on this planet say they don't get it. It come in all forms. Your girl, your granny, just an eerie feeling.
That's facts.
Leave it alone.
That is facts.
Fight another day. You ain't got to go out there today.
True.
Leave it alone.
Heed the warnings.
Heed the warnings. That's where our first mistake be. We can't tell you nothing. And you go out there, man, you got me fucked up. And next thing you know, you pleading for your life. Please, Mr. Officer.
Yeah.
Please. I don't want to go to jail, man.
With that being said,
knock all the gangsta out your ass.
Come on. As we do it, with that being said, we don't ever tell these stories to glorify. We always speak on it to educate. And if you don't mind, Gizzle, I want you to kind of go down that path a little further. Speak to the young dudes out here that's, taking these chances of, why and how to heed to these warnings. Because you're right, these warnings be out there as far as, you could avoid all this.
Yeah, you can. It's all avoidable. All of it. All of it. The one thing, and even the Bible tell you that, the one thing that you were given that can't be taken away from you is choice.
Free will.
Free will. You got it all day long. But there's a consequence that come behind every action. Every action. Whether that action be good or bad.
It's gonna come with a reaction.
It's gonna come. You're gonna get an issue. You better hope it's a prize that you can work with. You know what I'm saying? But it's not worth it at the end of the day, bro. It's not. You don't want to be 40, 50 years old and stuff, sitting here fighting for a 9 to 5 and that ain't even trying to pay you shit because your record's so fucked up. Because you was too hard and shit to let go. You don't want to sit up there and watch all your fellow classmates and stuff achieve multiple things in life at a faucet that's just uncontrollable and they just flooded with everything they need and you sitting here hating, wondering why me? You don't want to sit here and play the blame game all day long and stuff instead of pointing the finger at yourself because you had the will to say no. You had the go ahead to turn your back and say it ain't worth it. We always worried about what the next man got to say, how the next man feel about it, how our homie's going to receive us if we say no. I'm here to tell you it's okay to say no. Say no to drugs, say no to guns, say no to pimping, say no to corruption, period. It ain't shit at the end of the day. These people throw these faucets out there for you to flood yourself to take you out of the game. Half of the time, this is what they teach you, you know what I'm saying, in like jujitsu, karate, and stuff like that. How to make a person fight against yourself. Half the time, them niggas getting whooped and shit. They whooping themselves because the way you run into a situation could become a brick wall. And you knocked your own self out. Don't blame me. I asked you not to do it. Please, refrain. Stop. It ain't worth it. What more can I tell you before I have to tear your ass up? It ain't worth it, bro. It ain't.
That's some real shit, man. No, with that being said, and it's crazy that you said that because lastly, before we get out of here, I want to get your take on what do you feel about blue collar crimes where some people do want to take that risk? Someone do run a scam, run up $3 million, and they only give them 1 year, 2 years. Of course, they might be facing more, but you know, they run up $3, $4, $5 million versus the man selling crack getting 20.
Even that ain't worth it, bro. 6 months, a year state jail, you know what I'm saying, for these white collar crimes y'all do. That's the biggest trap ever because you get so greedy and feel like the punishment is so minimal to the point that I can take another lick if I get caught. But I'm sure this time, I know why I went wrong. This shit is designed for failure. What people not understanding is you won the fight, but you didn't win the battle. The overall picture is I got caught. The overall picture is now everybody looking at me and stuff, and I'm not gonna be able to get a job. Right. Nobody's gonna trust me anymore. Nobody's gonna receive me with open arms and try to help me like they used to because all I know is conning. Right. They don't know that I'm being real right now. Because when you change, that don't mean other people do. You changed in your mind, but they ain't changed their mind about you. Because all they know is a picture that you painted. And Kevin Gates will be the first one to tell you, once they paint you a picture, don't let them paint you another picture.
Oh, shout out Gates. Let's go.
Shout out to big homie Gates.
Man. With that being said, not just as always education. I always appreciate you coming in and dropping this knowledge on us, man. A lot of words to live by. For those that, of course, are peeping you, I always want to follow what you're doing. I always want to stay up with you, man. Always remind us how to follow you, man. Where are you at? Is there any new avenues that they can reach out to you as of yet?
Well, right now, I know people disappointed, been looking for me.
Yeah.
I took down all of my social media except my TikTok because, I'm having an issue, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel like being bothered with all that. It's trying to detour me from where I'm going and stuff, so I got to take a big pause, you know what I'm saying? But before long, I have it all back up and running. I just got to cut a few strands off.
Come on.
And make everything right again. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we waiting on you, broski. But again, it's always a pleasure to have you right here with us, man. Again, I'm sure the fans that watch this and that follow your journey.
And I just want to say before we cut out, man, because I've been feeling kind of down. This is for my sister, man. Everybody run around and screaming Big Meech, BMF and all this stuff, but that's not why I read this. That's not why I wear this. The first lady of BMF is Renita Clay, my sister. She passed away a couple of years ago and I ain't been over it since. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Juicy.
Yeah, shout out Juicy, Renita. I know people probably, you like to interact with the fans.
So,
I know they probably thinking.
I like to keep her name alive just as much as they keep Meech's.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what people don't know, that BMF was not just Meech.
It was a movement.
It was a family. There was a lot of people in that
movement. You know what I'm saying? When he said from the Wooder to the Tudor,
yeah, I'm talking
you know what I'm saying? That was some real shit.
It wasn't just one state. It was nationwide, man.
You got down or you laid down.
Come on.
You ate or you starved.
Come on. Now that's real. Well, with that being said, I gotta say, man, we kicking it off right, man. Prison Stories 101, man. Ice Gizzle. I salute you, broski.
Salute you, homie.
Appreciate it.